Flappers, glad to have you all back for another guide video. If this is your first time on my channel, I do urge you to pop that like button and subscribe, join the notification squad, and get updates on Genshin Impact notices the moment they are out. I upload consistently 7 videos a week, so there's plenty of content for you all. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about the character that could take your team to the next level. If you have watched any of my guides or other guides on YouTube, you may have seen that people use a certain character when doing damage showcases, and that character is Bennett. Currently in the Star Glitter exchange shop, Bennett is available for purchase for 34 Star Glitters. For people who have yet to pick him up or only have Constellation 0 Bennett, this should be something to consider. And the reason being, he is actually one of the best support characters in the game. With him being Pyro, slotting into a team that has XINGQIU will immediately give you 25% attack Pyro resonance buff. With Pyro having the most powerful elemental reactions in the game, even pairing him with someone like Childe or for Vaporize, Razor and Beidou for Overload, you would be getting insane value out of him. On top of that, he has a kit which allows both healing and team buffs with a burst cost of only 60 energy. It's quite easy to build him effectively, although there are traps that people often fall into when building Bennett, so we will go over that in this video to assure you don't waste resources when building this character. Of course, as always, timestamps will be included in the video and down in the comments, so with all that said, let's get into it. Firstly, let's quickly gloss over his skills. Bennett's elemental skill has 3 parts to it. The first being a quick slash with pyro damage. The second being a charged 2-hit pyro attack. And the third is the same as the second but adds another strike at the end which launches Bennett and his enemies back. Bennett's elemental burst, boy oh boy, is real spicy. What it essentially does is this. Character HP below 70% equals healing. If above 70%, get damage boost of 56% of Bennett's attack. Now this is important since it says 56% boost based on Bennett's attack. People may think to stack attack percentage on his artifacts, but in actuality, this is only based off of Bennett's base attack and his weapon's base damage. So for those who have or are thinking of stacking attack percentage on his artifacts, it actually has no benefit to his elemental burst buff. I will go over this more in detail in the artifacts and substats section of this video. So when using Bennett, it's best to build him as a pyro support. Although he could be built for physical damage, it isn't advised as there are better options. Let's take a look at his weapons and artifacts. For Bennett's pyro support build, now this is how you take him straight from the level 1 thug to level 99 mafia boss. Your only artifact set is Noblesse Oblige. This is the only set you should be building for Pyro support Bennett. For his weapons, you want Livonia Sword for that energy recharge, and if you have a Skyward Blade, it would be an amazing choice as well. For artifact substats, you're looking for energy recharge, and energy recharge, and then some HP percentage, finally healing bonus, but really focus in on that energy recharge if you can. If Bennett is the only healer on your team, healing bonus is also a great option to go for as an alternative stat. It's most effective to run him as a pyro support, but if you are absolutely adamant on running him as a main carry, here is his physical DPS build as well. It's quite standard but would require 5-star weapons to get the most out of him, although you could just use the flute as a 4-star alternative weapon or a black sword if you happen to have one lying around. Artifacts, you just build attack percentage into physical damage and crit chance or crit damage. Remember that for support Bennett, you do not build attack percentage. The reason being, artifacts attack bonus do not calculate into his ultimate, so you'd end up wasting these stats on a support Bennett. However, if you are for some reason building him as a main DPS, I highly suggest a physical DPS build rather than a pyro DPS build. As for a physical DPS build, you are getting more consistent and more reliant damage output versus a pyro DPS build where his skills are often on cooldown. Finally, for team builds, Bennett can fit any team. Actually, there is not a team that you cannot slot him in and have massive effectiveness. He often fills the elemental support role, so let's say your main carry is Razor, secondary carry is XIANGLING, support is Barbara, and elemental support can be Bennett. Remember, he fits the role of elemental support, not a DPS support. Having him as a pyro support also has the added benefit of the Pyro Resonance buff for 25% attack bonus. With the current game state, Pyro users are very strong, and one of the reason being is the Pyro Resonance buff. Another reason is, of course, because of the powerful elemental reactions they have. Vaporize and Melt being the two main reasons why people love building Pyro teams, and Bennett just takes that to the next level with his skills. So remember, Bennett fits the role of an elemental support, so that's the same as Venti and Sucrose. You can do no wrong by having him in your team as an elemental support, and oftentimes, if built right, you could even bring a second elemental support and forgo a healer altogether. And that's it for this video. Please remember to like and subscribe if this video has helped you, and also join my Discord with the link in the description. Thank you again to my notification squad. Y'all are amazing. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers, and I hope we can hit it before December. Everyone hit that sub button to help out. I post 7 videos a week, so there's always something for you to watch. And with that, my time here is coming to an end, but no need to be sad, as we will see each other again in the next video. Take care and peace.